Yo, what's up guys? What's good? Andy's Crypto Talk here. Android is present. Oh my god, I've been meaning to do more of these, but it's just insanely busy. Like, I can't even keep up to this Discord. I mean, look at this. Just look at this Discord. This is... I'm just going to show you guys. Let me turn that down on my end here. This is just like the past few days. I'll just go back from the 10th or the 9th. So this is the 9th. You can see how much. There's the 10th. And we're on the 14th already. So like the amount of things launching right now, they're just literally projecting themselves directly at SAGA phone holders, and it's getting absolutely bonkers. I'm super stoked because I grabbed a SAGA phone and it did finally arrive to me. I live a little bit farther away, so it took a while to get to me. So unfortunately I missed out on the monkey mint. Let's just do a little refresh here. So monkeys are sitting at 16 Solana, right? So 16 Sol, it's at $100 basically, and so that means it's a $1,600 floor price for this. Was a free mint for Solana holders. And we can see here new mints, and you can see like Saga RPG, Saga Alien, Saga Dogs, all of these sitting at like, you know, respectable numbers, $27, $45, $36 or so. You know, Saga Cats, Slimes of Saga, what else? Saga Kado, Saga Toads. I think BitFoxy's was a drop. Any other ones of these? No, that's it. But I mean, guys, this is insane. Veterans of Saga. These are Saga Feet. Super weird. Saga Apes. Hentai Saga. Saga Code. There's so many that have been launching, and a person could actually join. I think you can join this DAO Discord, and you could just be like watching. I think you can look at general chat. You don't get to chat, but you get to look at it, and you can kind of pay attention to stuff that's going on in here, and then potentially, you know, hop into some stuff. I get access because I actually am a Saga holder. I get access to these other ones, the DGen, the all the other things, right? DGen, and then what else? I get to talk in general. I get access to the monkeys, alpha chat, and then whitelists and pre-sales. I mean, there's so much stuff that's actually being developed right now for this, for the Saga phone holders. And it's just really exciting. I think everything that's happening around Solana, we can see, I mean, clearly in the price action. You know, recently we had a big recovery off this sort of lower trend, this uptrend that we're in, this lower sort of point on it. You know, I said we could potentially go down there, but it looks like we're just going to kind of correct out of here. Now that didn't exactly play out the way I had anticipated. You know, we had a big flush out here. What would that have been? Yeah, like a good 20% drop there. Good flush out, and then pushed up into this resistance again. You know, we're yet to break through there. Hopefully we break through there pretty quick on Solana. We'll take a quick look at BTC here as well. And then we'll talk more about what's happening with the Solana phone, what I've, you know, been able to get into, and things that are progressing through that. I mean, I almost didn't make time to jump on here tonight just because I've been hopping around projects basically. Quick as a bunny, you know what I mean? You got to be kind of be on your toes with some of these projects. Like I said, I see them in that DGen chat that I'm actually in here, this DGen Mint chat. You know, we get a lot of sort of alpha that comes through here. And so, you know, if you did happen to be able to get yourself a phone, definitely it's going to, I think, pay off in the long run. You know, these monkeys, just insane. Like, really going on a run. I think just these launching increased the second market value of the phone by like double or something. Yeah, really, really crazy stuff going on here on Solana. So SAGADAO. Sorry, let me get back on track with Bitcoin. I just want to go over these major ones. Like we looked at Solana there. I want to look at BTC and ETH quickly. And then kind of we'll progress through the SAGADAO stuff, just so I can give you guys a good intro. So Bitcoin looks like it did bop down and hit this trend, this uptrend as well. Yeah, I mean, it looks like at this point we're just kind of playing in a range between here. I mean, you could look at it like that as well. That it's kind of doing the megaphone where it just kind of wrecks. See, it's wrecking people on both sides. Wrecked, and then longers, and then wrecked, and then shorters, and then just wrecked them to the upside. So there's a chance, you know, we're going to go down to this and wreck back to the upside, or do vice versa of that and potentially go up and wreck back down. It just depends if we can get something meaningful above 48. I think if we see this move up into the 48 and then kind of do that's what we're looking for it to do. So right now it just, instead of kind of cruising along sideways and then bouncing, I think it just did a quick flush out, and now it's going to move along sideways while bouncing upwards and just sort of grind up, and then we might see like a quick reactive move back up to the upside again and then back down. It's tough to say. Or we could just grind along this until we form something more constructive above 48. That's at least what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll just leave that line on the chart, and then we'll kind of just make a little zigzag here. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let me just erase that. So I think kind of this is what we see play out into the near future. But don't hold me accountable, because I don't know what's going to happen. This is also a bear case that we just potentially wreck down to the downside and then swing back up. So it'd be kind of like, let me just redraw that. And then kind of like that. That's sort of the bear case. And I mean, bull case, we could literally just rock it up here and then create something up there. That just looks wrong though. Whoops. I'm putting dots everywhere. There, okay, I'm gonna stop. So like that instead, because that rocket was just freaking bad. Okay, so stop putting the dots. So yeah, I think that's something. Pretty soon we're gonna have to, like, we're coming into moving into our area of the halvening. So maybe you want to keep pay attention to that. Am I not? Sorry, guys. Oh, I just got to answer this message here. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just making sure some things are going okay here. Just because, yeah, we got some, some trades definitely happening on the side right now. The market is heating up when it comes to the Solana meme coins, and we'll talk about them in a bit here, but just definitely some crazy valuations getting chucked around pretty quickly here, and I'm just making sure. Yeah, like one just recently I jumped into. I don't even know if I called this one out, but it just because it was happening so quickly, I just hopped in. Anita Max win, and that thing just all of a sudden, like, it just looked like the price action was looking nice, and I hopped in like a good while before the last kind of push up into the 10 to 20 mil region, and then just it had a big flush back down to 10 and just popped up to about 45 mil here, which, I mean, that's a serious move that it did within a few hours. It actually has a 15-minute candle that was 76%. So, like, I mean, and that's like tens of millions, right? Like, that's not even like, 100K to 1 mil market cap junk. It's like 10 to whatever 20 mil junk, but it's like, that's some serious money that's got to go in there just to move it in that amount of time. It makes you think, like, I don't know, I haven't been around their Telegram enough to know if there's some alpha there. Anyways, so yeah, that's BTC. ETH BTC, we saw a major move up here, right, guys? So look, I even drew this. What is that, right? So we cracked it, and then it looked like, from here we're gonna just make a W and work our way up, and we did that very fast. So ETH pushed up right with that, and now I think we're looking at where was our, there we go. So we're looking at sort of this range to move up to 2800. I think we're like bouncing off the middle of this previous area, 23 to 26, and we're bouncing off the middle of this, and then I think we continue up, grind up, and move up out of there, something like that. Is possible. Something like this possible. Stop with the dots. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. Yeah, so Ethereum, we looked at Sol, right? So now instead of this happening here, you know, it might happen down here instead. So we'll just move that like that. Something like that. Although I think we're bouncing around this area, yeah, kind of like bouncing on the 90 to like 100 region. Pop off that 100 region, and then I think, you know, we continue on up once we sort of take out some of this sort of region. We're going to continue on upwards, and let's get that one to green. And then of course, you know, we could continue rejecting down as well and bounce right around there. But regardless of where this goes in the medium to short term, I think just it's back up eventually once we break this sort of downtrend, this medium term downtrend that we're in. Since you know, it looks like Christmas we've been on a sort of downtrend. I think as long as we don't sort of break this uptrend that we're in, it should continue on nicely for Solana. Did take some plays on ARB, so definitely maybe keep your eyes on that one, guys. ARB playing in the wheelhouse of Ethereum here as well. I think Mina is on a pretty good correction, and then we're seeing some sort of meaningful sort of, you know, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's see if we can make a higher high out of here. Hopefully, it looks like, you know, if we sort of push past this $1.25 region, you know, we'll probably see upward movement here. Yeah. And then we can definitely check out some real degenerate stuff. I don't remember where we were at when I was talking about OMNICAT or MYRO. So OMNICAT still correcting here big time. You know, we're still in this downtrend. Until further notice, this one's still correcting. But I think this is a pretty meaningful place to grab an entry. Because once we kind of kick off out of there, should be pretty good movement, considering it's on all chains. MYRO, yeah, I mean, we were talking about this around here, around the 100 mil. You know, I was saying either we just continue. We did this. It's so funny because we did this exact fucking thing that I drew. It just took a lot longer to do it, and it fucking did the whole thing. And then the same thing with this one. Look, like I drew this from here, and it literally went alongside my. Oh my god, guys. This is a serious move, you know, like you could have caught a 200% move. Anyways, yeah, where are we at with MYRO now? I think I was checking this on deck screen and it looked like it was breaking out again, sort of. Well, it attempted to. So it attempted to right here, and now it's rejecting. So there is a chance that we do one of two things. That's the bullish, and then bearish would be this. But I think after we do break this downtrend, we move up. So just keep in mind, because I think, let's actually pull it in here, because I definitely called this one out in Bybit. Well, I called it out, I think, in my group chat. If not, I mean, everybody's paying attention to WIF right now, so yeah, this was insane. So like, oh, this just got listed on Bybit, so we don't have price action. Let's get one that we have price action. Oh, they got perps already on this thing. On oh god, MEXC, MEXC. So yeah, I mean, big correction. You know, got out of here, got out of this and retested this sort of structure, and then just shot up out of there. So now we're retesting this. We're retesting this high here. So what we'd like to see happen on WIF is something like that. Let me redraw that because I'm, god damn it, I want it to hit 500 because that's where I think sort of the next near term target is. 500 seems like a easy target for a 340 mil market cap token. Otherwise, we could see a bit of a correction here. It has made some major pushes just in this, you know, past week or so. You know, 500% move. So it might, you know, it might just cool off a bit. What is that? Yeah, 1 week. 5x 1 week. 6x 1 week. So yeah, we could also see, you know, sort of a corrective structure downwards. Mark some major points there, and I think there, to see what happens if it does correct. I don't think this stays down for too long. This might be even too long of a time frame that I've drawn. But who knows, like we could see some corrections everywhere. The thing is, I just think that the corrections happen a lot faster now. Yeah, guys, so that's WIF. Triangle. I don't know if I talked to you guys about this one. This thing to me is looking really beautiful, and I think I was shouting it around 200, 250k. You know, I had some entries from down here, some higher, but overall, like, much lower than where we are. You know, I didn't sell anything yet on this pump. Still kind of holding it because I just feel like this was like a test pump, and our real pump's just starting now, and it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be pretty serious. I've drawn some stuff of where I think it goes. You know, we're at 1 mil now, and sort of like this is like 3 mil here, which is pretty easy. I think this, for this first pump, maybe even up to 5, could test back down to like 1.6, up to like 10, could test back to like 5, you know, and just continue on up, grinding 20 back down to 12 and so on. I think it's got this in it. We're just were really working here. Like the consolidation with this token is, as you can see, it's very impactful up and down. So, but it does move. Like when it moves really good. We had a move here from the low of this breakout, 150% move to the top. And if you caught sort of any of this low side of this range, around like 300 to 400k market cap, I'll just do it at 400k to the top here, you know, a 3x. You know, you could have caught that just playing this and watching the price action. So I think this thing has legs, and it's just started to stretch them out, sort of. This one's super degen, 839k market cap, so like just light degenning here. Don't go hard on any of this type of stuff. What else are we looking at? Yeah, that's about it. That's about all we're looking at for the degen stuff. Let's actually check out what's going on with new mints here and see where we're at. Saga RPG up to half and a soul, 0.36 and 0.29 on those other sagas, 0.26, 0.15, SAGADAO 0.15. Really good overall. So all of these were free mints. So what that means is anyone holding the phone was able to go in and mint sometimes one, sometimes two. Sometimes we missed mints like Saga RPG. See, there's only 2,500, 2,500, 42, 42. I actually got Saga Aliens given to me from one of the creators, as I wasn't able to mint for some reason. I got my phone a little later, and you know, maybe they just didn't get the snapshot properly in time. Anyways, I got a couple aliens, a couple dogs. I actually had to pick up the Saga RPG after the fact, but I only paid, like, when these things first start on the marketplace, you can sometimes see them at a very, very low price. Let me put it on pro mode here. That's actually, let's just look, that's what they look like, right? They look like these little RPG guys, and I mean, they're pretty sick looking, right? Some of these, you know, higher up, you know, they've got some cooler swords and things like that. And we go into pro mode, and then we can see here what's going on the charts. So we can see when they sort of opened up. Yeah, that's, I think it was right around here. So like in the first sort of half hour of 45 minutes of these things starting to trade, after they'd minted out, I'd seen that in the Discord. I seen that they'd minted out, and so I purchased some right around here. I think that was 0.02 Sol, 0.025 maybe, I think I might have paid. So, I mean, that's some serious move. From 0.25, they're now sitting at 0.55. And that's like a huge, right? Like that's, what is that, a 20x? That's insane in one day. And that's just because I'm plugged in on the Saga Discord. I'm watching these Saga NFTs mint in real time. I'm taking part of them most of the time. It depends, like a person has to sleep. I woke up and caught Saga RPG at that value. So like, I mean, you sleep on this stuff, it's not, you're not going to be too happy with yourself. Dogs, for example, like that one, I think I minted 2 of them, because I was able to mint 2 of them with my Saga NFT. And I mean, these things were grinding low for a while. They were like $5 to $10. You could have got a bunch of these for $5 to $10 a piece, and now they're up to 24. So like, this is just like shit coins. Excuse my French. This is just like things like this Triangle, MYRO, silly. This one was crazy. I seen some news here and I hopped in on a trade. You know, I hopped in, I seen it run up 2.5x. I entered right here, so 10 mil. It ran up 2.5x. I saw it come back down to 50% drawdown. But I figured it's worth holding to see what happens next, because I've got a risk amount of capital that I'm not worried about losing. And look at that, like it rocketed up to 160 mil, right? So that's a massive move from when I hopped in. That's that's 16x, right? You put in $10 and there's 160 bucks. And then, you know, you're not that worried about losing it. It's 10 bucks. You can lose 10 bucks, that's okay. But then now you're sitting on like a little bit of a nest egg. You can go and take that 160 bucks and go and do 16 more plays. Or, you know, however you want to do it. But there's lots of ways you can do this. You want to look at it a risk reward. You risk one risk, like one chunk of risk. Don't just yeet it all into whiff. You know what I mean? Even though whiff's probably going to $4 because it's going to fill this wick. $3 is what this exchange says. $4 on another exchange. But this thing, like, someone market bought 6 milli. That's insane. And like, this thing's just grinding up. So yeah, I mean, these are some of the plays that they are a little bit degenerate, I'll give you that. I understand. But at the end of the day, this thing's on an uptrend, and look at all the supports it has to hit. It can hit this one and continue. It could hit this one and continue. It could hit this one and continue. It's got a lot of support on different angles of this uptrend right now. And after people see like a $6 million market buy, a volume increases. Like, you can see this. Volume has increased, and now, you know, this thing is going to start to send, I think, easily to the dollar mark, right? Up to the dollar mark, and then it'll slowly make its way up to $4. That's not even that high. $3 is 3 billy, and we saw SHIB easily reach stuff like that. And a lot of attention's on Solana right now, so yeah, keep an eye on this stuff. The SAGA NFTs. So what you can do is go on to like Tensor Trade, or hop on to Magic Eden, and you can see here, top in the last hour. You know, you can see top in the last 6 hours or whatever. Usually the issue with that is you might get the high volume. I find Tensor's actually more accurate because you go new mints, and then it'll just show you stuff that's like, it's got this blue, that it's a newer style mint, and that's how you know, like, if it's got a SAGA, then you just hop in. You might ride, you might lose. What's a couple bucks, right? You lose a couple bucks, but you hold a couple of these NFTs. Some of these things could end up like the monkeys. 15. I mean, look at this chart. That's insanity. We're in price discovery, all-time high. These things just launched on the 6th, 8 days ago. You could be copping them for one sold. One Solana to 14. That's a 14x in a day. Or sorry, in a week. In 6 days. Crazy stuff going on, guys. So yeah, I recommend keeping an eye on these collections. If you aren't a SAGA holder, maybe join the Discord if at all possible. That's what I would suggest, just for anybody that feels FOMO, like they're missing out. I think these monkeys, you could still purchase one now if you're willing to get like the grail, sort of like one of the NFTs on Solana is going to be these monkeys. You know, I think they're adding more to the collection, but we don't know. I'm supposed to be getting one, but I don't know, because I activated it a little bit later, so there's a chance I might not get it. But anyways, yeah, so We got some movement here. Oh yeah, look at this. 10% in one candle. I mean, these things move, guys. Like, these things move. So be prepared for them to move a lot and like deal with the volatility, or just bet less. Like, if you're scared, bet less. That's all. It's not a big deal. Yeah, SAGADAO. You can follow these guys at Saga Mobile DAO on X. Ashen, this guy is, happy birthday, shout out to you, man. Creating this community and helping everybody in this community like he does is insane. And just a bunch of unreal degens, Jakey and Bonafide. They actually replied to me directly. Like, all these, any questions I've had that I've asked, I've got answers to right away. So if you are listening to this and you did get a phone but you haven't activated it yet, they'll give you the SNS ID anyway. It's just they're doing it in separate waves. It's just like monkeys. Monkeys said they're doing separate waves. We just have to wait. And I mean, yeah, this is Saga Monkeys, and it's created by this guy, Kurt V Department, KRTV Monkey. Shout out to you, because it started this snowball effect. I actually ordered my phone like while the hype was happening, while it was selling out and shit. And I did not expect this. I was just like, oh cool, this bonk airdrop and a few airdrops, it's gonna be cool. I was even thinking just the bonk airdrop alone would be like worth a lot, considering we can have a look at bonk here. I think I have bonk up here. Oh yeah, we were talking about bonk. So like in this zone, maybe this zone's getting a little wider, right? Like, I haven't moved it up or down, it's just getting wider. So it's gonna play around in this zone and then do the MYRO, right? This is the MYRO look, where it just grinds back up, and then eventually, once we're in that 3 billion sort of market cap, we're gonna see some kind of nice downward bull sort of flag, and then go from there. That's what I think. I thought we were gonna be higher up sooner, but that's okay. I degen traded some of my bonk into something else for now, and then I'm gonna trade back once I see something I like happening on bonk, like it moving and pushing up past this previous high. Once it does that, then I'll just kind of swap back into bonk. Alright guys, rambling pretty hard here. Let me get... What would be funny is if... Yeah, there's nobody chatting. I just thought it would be funny if someone was chatting and I was just ignoring them. But that's not happening. Either way, I think I've been rambling for long enough for tonight. Yeah, keep an eye on these shitcoins. Just because, Total 3, we're holding it. We're holding it where we want. Right? Let's just put the flag on it. I think that's kind of what we're looking at. And things are already really bullish for altcoins, so like looking good. I'm just gonna leave this one because that's good enough. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk more on the next one. I'll update you guys a little bit more on where I'm at with my Saga phone. I can tell you guys this, that so far on my holdings of everything I've gotten so far, I'm up on my phone about a 4x from original purchase cost. So like pretty crazy ROI so far, and I didn't even get a monkey, which is wild. And I think there was a couple other airdrops I missed as well. So I mean, some of these early holders that got the monkey and got all this stuff, they're sitting on 10x plus easily. But that's having been said, I traded some out. I traded some of my bonk out for pork, which I called out in my Telegram at about 200k. It's at $1 million now. And I need a max win. I think I talked about that one. Let's actually pull these ones up just real quick just to show you guys. Yeah, so this one I think right around here, I was shouting it out. And then this one here, yeah, it was right here. This is where I entered, right? I seen this. It broke this high, and so I entered, I think, on one of those, something like that. Anyways, so I made some trades, so I'm not holding the bonk and stuff right now. But again, I'm up significantly. If I just look at it, I wonder if I can do that. No, it won't let me do that. And I doubt, like I really doubt that it's in here. We could try. Bonk. Grab B&B. Pancake swap. No, it's not in here. Yeah, we're not gonna find that. Oh, and I closed it. That's okay. But yeah, like pretty significant. I think it's up well a lot compared to bonk in the past. Whoops. Anyways, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother looking at the numbers. That's a crazy candle on bonk. Look at that, 82%. That was a crazy day. And I was talking to you guys about this way back here, wasn't I? I know I was talking about this in my Telegram during this, which even if you say you got in at the latest time, which was up here, you're still up 200%, but up to possibly 600%. Yeah, just pay attention, guys. There's some crazy stuff happening out there. Come on here, join the SAGADAO. Follow these guys. Join the Discord while you can, while you still can chat around. I think they're going to totally gate it up here soon. So either way, we'll catch you on the next stream. Hopefully sooner than the last.